Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today I'm making a traditional Sunday wallflowers roast dinner. Now some of the veg was on the verge of being thrown out. It was blackening, there was going soft. So we cut all the black bits off, cut all the soft bits off, and made a delicious meal out of veg that normally people would have just thrown out. The potatoes were sprouting, so we peeled them, took all the sprouts off them. All the sprouts were going black, the carrots were going black, the butternut squash was going black and a bit soft. So we've got butternut squash, mash, red cabbage, carrots and sprouts, parsnips, roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, and some sausage and stuffing mix, along with some gammon that we had in the freezer. So stay tuned and watch how I turn that into that. So as I said, we were creating a meal out of things that were going off. A bit of black on sprouting, the sprouts are going a bit black. And as we do, just taking all the bad parts of it out and making a lovely meal from stuff that we would have been throwing away. Everything here has come from the Food Initiative. It's sat in the fridge for a few days, some of it a week. So I've peeled the carrots. As you can see, a lot of the carrots were black, but peeling them and putting them in the pan, they look lovely. And the same with the sprouts. The sprouts are going black. So we're just taking off all the blackness, peeling them. No, there's no black there. And they still taste lovely. So put the sprouts in with the carrots, saving on room on the hob. So what we've done is using stuff that was going off and using stuff out of the freezer. So I've got a gammon joint that we've had for a couple of months. That's been in there for 15-20 minutes. Keep that in the foil. That will cook for about an hour and a half. And put some honey on it as it's cooking a little bit further into the process. So we're going to have some butternut squash. We've got some potatoes that are sprouting, which we'll cut all them off. The red cabbage that we've had in the freezer. Some Yorkshire puddings that were left over from Christmas in the freezer. I've also got the sausage meat, and I'll make the sausage meat stuffing. So I'll mix all that together, put that in the oven. So we'll mix the sausage meat and the stuffing. So that's the sausage meat what Marianne got from the initiative. So that's still frozen. We'll peel this butternut squash and take all the bad bits off it. We'll have butternut squash mash as well as a few roasties as well. It's a traditional Wallflowers Sunday roast. A little bit of meat, lots of veg, some gravy, and lovely. So we'll carry on doing these sprouts, and I'll come back to you when I'm doing the potatoes and the butternut squash, and put the cabbage in the oven as well. Right, so I've finally done the sprouts, took all the black bits off, and all the carrots there in the pan cooking now. Next for the butternut squash. Now this one isn't too bad, it was only the top of it that was going black. So the inside, when we take the skin off, it looks absolutely fine. As with the carrots and the sprouts. It's the only thing with sprouts, when you're preparing sprouts, it takes ages to prepare them. It's quite fiddly, but well worth it in the end. A bit of a black bit down there, just keep peeling it till the black bit comes off. And all the waste is going into these little biodegradable bags now that we've got. We were given them by the council. The council come round and dropped a bin off, a big bin for outside and a little bin for inside with bags, just for food waste. So they're biodegradable bags. Bit of a mess all over the floor, but can't make an omelette without cracking some eggs. As you see, there's nothing wrong with that. Even though it was black at the top. How many would have just thrown that away? Well, that's gone bad, let's just throw it away. I'm going to cook the butternut squash in with the potato. There's my mic. I don't know what this one's going to be like. This looks like a bit blacker than the other one. That's soft there at the top. We cut the soft bit off. That's all gone soft and mushy. Any soft and mushy bits we'll just throw away. And the council are collecting this to make biodegradable fuel or something, biofuel. That doesn't seem too bad. Just cut that black bit off. There you go, good as new. Well, this is on the theme of the waste not, want not. Pointless throwing away when it's good stuff inside, just because it doesn't look good on the outside. Now many people throw potatoes away when they're sprouting, when they've got sprouts on. If you're not prepared to eat them when they've got sprouts on, you can plant them and let your potato harvest in 3 months. It's a good thing with veg, you don't have to just throw it away, you can plant it if it is going off and you're not prepared to eat it. And so we'd have thought that would have looked like that when it was all black. Butternut squash mash is so lovely. It's got some lovely flavours. It's just the preparing of it. Scoop all them seeds out. I mean, you can even plant them and get some butternut squashes growing. We've done that in the past in the garden. So we're thinking about having an overhaul in the garden for the summer. I'm going to get somebody in to design just the middle bit and get the middle bit paved with a bit of grass going round. Get rid of the old beds that we've got and get some new raised beds in and see what we can plant in. That won't be till April, May time when we're looking at doing that. So we skipped all that bit out of the middle, all the seeds. And it's quite firm. It's not all mushy and squashy. Sounds like a cartoon, mushy and squashy. And cut that, chop this into little cubes. That'll get boiled in with the potatoes. And when we were younger, we used to have a Sunday dinner. It was a traditional Sunday dinner. Every Sunday you'd have a Sunday dinner. But it seems to have lost its appeal in the last 20 years or so. People don't tend to do them now. They do them now and again. Or they'll have them at Christmas. But it's nice to have one every now and again. It gets to use up your veg. So I'll come back to you when the butternut squash is all chopped up, and we'll start on the sprouted potatoes. See what we get out of them when the skin comes off. Right, I've been peeling the potatoes, as you see, the sprouted ones. Nothing wrong with them once they're peeled. And these are going to be for roast potatoes, so I'm just going to parboil these. 3 each is probably enough for us. So I'll parboil them. The rest I'm going to put in with the butternut squash. If you look how much butternut squash we got from them too, that would have probably gone in the bin. And even when you peel the peelings, you can plant them as well, and they'll grow your spuds as well. We've done that before. If you go back on our videos from about 2 or 3 years ago, you'll see a video that we've done with potato peelings and the potatoes that we got from them. They were only small, but they were salad potatoes. They were lovely in the salad. I'd rather cut potatoes with a knife than peel it with the peeler. I think it's better with a knife. But I'll use the peeler on carrots or the parsnips. Just chop these up roughly in with the butternut squash. It's getting quite hot in here now, with the oven on and a couple of rings on. And just parboil them for about 10 minutes with some of the parsnips. parsnips. Bag's getting quite full now. So the council have said they'll collect these bags once a week out of the bins, which was a good idea. You can make from food waste, all the better. It was quite tough to cut these parsnips. I'll put them in the potatoes that were part boiling. I think that'll be enough anyway. We'll get them on the plate, I don't think. I'll chop that in a bit. So we're going to get the red cabbage, what we got out the freezer, put that in a metal tin to go in the oven. I like this red cabbage. It's got bits of fruit in, apples and I don't know what else it has in it, but it's different ones, but it's quite tasty. So we'll just have a look how the meat's going. Looking good. Turn that over there. Let's upset the plastic up. There's another bit of plastic on. That's just the skin. Just the plastic off it. So what I'll do with that now is it's half cooked. Get some honey. Pour some honey over it. Let it cook in the honey and the juices. The honey will go down the sides. And I'll put some in with the carrots and the sprouts. Makes a difference to the flavour of the honey when you cook. I'll just leave that open now for the last hour or so. Keep turning it over. So we'll wait for the sausage meat to defrost, then we'll come back and we'll do the sausage stuffing. So we parboil the potatoes and the parsnips. I'm going to do a bit of a cheat with them instead of roasting them in the oven. They should have gone in a lot earlier. So I'll do them in the chip pan just to speed things along. The butternut squash and the potatoes are all done and drained. We'll just mash them. I think I'll put a little bit of butter in. Let's remash butternut squash. I've got a stock cube dissolving in a pan there, and I've mixed some gravy powder, some granules. Just turn them. squash match. So the carrots and the sprouts are done. Just put them in a little bowl. Lovely. Would you like to say something? So we'll put them in the oven just to get warm. And check on the meat. Meat's looking good. And we'll turn that over. It's cooking in the juices of the honey. Put that back in. And the red cabbage is looking lovely. And stir so it doesn't all dry up. Absolutely starving now. So we've got the sausage meat defrosted. I've mixed some of the stuffing mix, put some hot water and mixed it all up. So that's going to go in now with the sausage meat. Doesn't matter if we're using the same spoon, we're all eating the same thing. The sausage meat in. So just mix that in with the sausage meat, the stuffing. And whatever's left over, because we're not going to eat all this in one meal, we'll probably eat this during the week for breakfasts. You can eat these for breakfast and make little patties from them and put them on toast or a barn cake. Absolutely lovely. And for a small packet of stuffing, you can do so much with stuffing. That's very tasty. Mashed all that in. And what I'll do now is fill this bowl with it. As I say, that will be for breakfast during the week. Make some little patties from that and put that in the oven. And then we'll get the chip pan out, the trusty chip pan. And this is just to save on time. Normally they'd be in the oven roasting. The time's getting on and we're very hungry. So we'll just let that warm up. Tap on that mash to keep that warm. I'm just going to add some of this gravy. I make it thick because that's just watery. So we'll put that in there and just get it to the consistency of the gravy that we want. If it goes too thick, you just add some more water and get it to the consistency that you want. It's thick enough. Just leave that to heat through. We've got the roast potatoes and the parsnips in here, which are going to go into the chip pan. For about 15-20 minutes. And then we'll come back and plate it all up and see what a scrumptious meal we get out of it. And so, nearly there now. I've just took the meat out. It's been resting for 5 minutes. And we're just going to plate everything up. Everything's in the oven, staying warm. So I'm going to cut the meat down the middle. Looks nice. I don't mind eating gammon on a Sunday dinner. But sometimes we'll have chicken. I won't eat the chicken, so I'll have sausage instead, or sausage roll. I won't have a piece that thick though. Only like a little bit of gammon. And that coating on the edge is the smoked, because this was a smoked gammon. I'll just have a couple of little pieces. Is that enough for you, or do you want more? Get everything out one at a time. The roasties and the parsnips are done. Three each. Parsnips. We've got the butternut squash and mash. Forgot about that. Just give Oscar a little bit because he's fussy with the butternut squash. Any leftovers we'll have during the week. Next to come out is the Yorkshire puddings. Is one enough, or do you want two? carrots and the sprouts starting to go a bit crunchy. Next we have the red cabbage. Oscar won't eat any of that to make a bit of room. And next to come out is the sausage stuffing. And last thing is the gravy. Oscar doesn't like a lot of gravy. And any more gravy, like that. And there we have it. A traditional wallflowers Sunday roast. It is a bit hot, so I'll get a bit of stuffing, a bit of the mash, a carrot and a sprout, and dip it in there. Oh, the sprout fell off. And dip it in the cabbage. There it goes. Absolutely lovely. Would you like to have a taste? So there you go, the traditional wallflowers Sunday roast. Okay, thank you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed that. And remember you're loved. And remember that the world's a better place with you in it. Peace and love. Bye.